Hi everyone. So this is my first live video shoot coming all the way from MindSpa. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Venus. I'm a practicing counseling psychologist, and today I just felt about sharing about our attitudes in life. I more so look at the spiritual aspects and intermarry them with what happens to us in our physical. Basically, what I say is that your mind has the ability to affect your spiritual and your physical in the actual time, what we call the here and now. So I'll be talking this week about attitude. And if you can, for those of you who read your Bibles, for those of you who believe in a God, of course, we all have our own religious beliefs. And in counseling, we don't really push people to sort of like incline to our own religious beliefs. We actually encourage people to believe in higher power, because if we look at life, there is a God. And what I've been thinking is about the situation of Jesus being on the cross, and the two attitudes that were displayed by the two thieves, one on the right and one on the left. The one on the left felt so entitled to life, felt so self-righteous, despite him being a thief and actually having to bear the consequences of his behavior. But he mocked Jesus and he told him, if you're God, why don't you just pull off from that cross and save us as well? That was the first attitude. The second attitude was from the thief who was on the right hand side. He knew he had contributed to his circumstance and he chose to see things differently, asking Jesus to remember him, yeah, even as he ascends into heaven. So those are the two attitudes that we'll always encounter in life. Those who feel their ego is above everything, and there are those who are humble enough to realize that they have made the wrong choices and they want to put everything back into place. So my challenge to you today, this morning, is what kind of attitude have you been carrying along in life? Remember, at the end of the day, life just doesn't happen. You make it happen. And how do you make it happen? Using your attitude. I've encountered so many clients within the counseling room, and most of the issues that they face are just a subject of their consequences, of the choices they have made in life. And thus, the consequences are normally felt in the physical, in the spiritual, and of course, manifested in very other many realms. So for me today is to just encourage you, no matter what pressure you go through, no matter what is around you, live in reality and choose an attitude that is positive, because positive attitude will always bring you a positive outcome. But for those who choose negative attitudes, remember that is what you will bear at the end of the day. Let's look at a situation where we have a marriage, and of course, maybe you're fighting with your spouse, and of course, if you're fighting with your spouse spiritually, you may not be able to excel. You may not be able to really connect with God, because these things around in our physical the things that are around us physically affect how our minds think and how we behave eventually. At the end of the day, whenever there's conflict, it is always good to just take a moment and breathe. First, breathe. Live in reality. Think about these things. What is this thing that I'm feeling? Assess yourself before responding. Most of the time, because of our personality, we end up overreacting to issues, yeah, without thinking, because we are human. And remember, when we operate from a humanistic approach, then our attitude might be that of that thief on the cross, like, I'm feeling pain, and since you claim to be Jesus, or since you claim to have these superpowers, why don't you pull me out of this place and also save yourself? Yeah, but look at the other person. Yeah, he was like, I am on the wrong. So sometimes it's good to just think back and say, have I contributed to this situation? Yes, I have. As a thief, he contributed to being crucified. Yeah. But he chose to look at things differently and be remorseful about life. So my encouragement to you today is choose a positive attitude, no matter what. we will be crucified as human beings. Our friends will look at us and they will always see the wrong things about us, but always choose to press on and live a positive life, because that is how we are going to attain the things that we want in life. You have purpose to choose, which might be the hard path, or you might just be a people pleaser and decide to just go and do stuff the way you want to please people. But at the end of the day, remember, it's your life and you're unaccountable for it. So wishing you all a blessed day. I'll be looking at the physical aspects and intermarrying them into the spiritual, referring quite a bit in the Bible, because I am who I am because of God, and I cannot separate my counseling practice from Christ. But whichever the case, let us continue engaging and looking at the things in life that make us stagnated, make us not be productive, based on our mindset. On our mindset. This is Venus from Mindspa. Have a good day. Bye-bye.